When I feel depressed, I feel useless about myself. I think that the life for me is so meaningless. The second thing is about hopeless. I feel everything is hopeless. Life is hopeless. The future is hopeless. No matter what I do, will be hopeless.
Even though I had been a nurse, I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't understand it at all.
I just felt I was in a really, really dark place that I could not get out of.
When I'm down, I'm feeling so frightened and so insecure and so hopeless and helpless when I'm really down that just getting out of bed is a major achievement.
There are lots of words to explain, but the feeling is not something you can explain. It's not a good feeling.
About half of these people have felt like those people you just saw at some time. Feeling low, stressed out, worried, depressed, out of control is common. Think back to your class at school, a typical class of 30. Of these 30 people, 8 to 10 will experience significant low mood or anxiety at some time in their lives. The self-help system in this DVD has really worked for many, many people with low mood and depression. Give it a try, and it could help you live life to the full.
Well, it started quite slowly that I was feeling tired all the time and I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. It was taking me longer to get ready for work, just simple things like that.
My depression was first noticed by my friends, and especially when they realized my smile was gone from my face, my jewelry was missing from my fingers, from my neck, and the clothes I was wearing was becoming very monotonous, dull colors, and the behavior, the low energy was very visible, which I didn't notice.
It's really quite strange when you have depression. You don't think you've got depression at first. You don't say to yourself, you've got depression. You need other people to say to you that you have depression.
Your thoughts are consistently negative and destructive.
Often it can be just in terms of anxiety and things seem quite difficult. I get quite anxious about what could be seen as ordinary situations. And yet at the same time I can get on with doing things that people are surprised about because I don't seem anxious. So it's not very predictable.
When I was depressed, I felt worthless. I felt useless. I felt aimless. I had no energy. I was confused. I felt very unwanted and very tired.
Because if you injured your arm, you would go straight to the doctor. But when you've got depression, you don't. You tend to just let it go on and think, I can make myself better, or I'll feel better in a week's time or in a month's time.
We'll see more of these people later on, and we'll be talking about their feelings. But what about your feelings? Why do you feel that way? Understanding why you feel bad is the first step towards feeling better. And in this part of the DVD, I want to go through a new way to look at how low mood can be affected by the outside world and then kept going by things inside us. Look at this picture. Everything inside the circle is inside you. The world icon outside represents external things, other people, outside events, money problems, relationship issues, your job, or the fact that you don't have one, that kind of thing. When something happens outside of you, it affects you inside as well. It can alter your thinking. It can alter how you feel. It can alter your physical well-being. And it can alter what you do, your behaviour. All these things are connected and affect each other. This can mean that your mood gets worse and worse, stuck in a kind of vicious circle. But it also means that by changing just one of the things, say by eating differently or doing more exercise or changing some of the ways you think about things, you can affect all the other things inside you and start to feel better. Let's look at an example. You're walking down the street and you see someone you know, but she blanks you, says nothing, no smile, no acknowledgement, she just walks by. You think, she doesn't like me. This leads to altered emotions. You feel down. And then to altered behaviour. You go home and avoid other people's company. While you feel down, you notice altered physical sensations, a lack of energy, restlessness, or a sinking feeling. And this might mean you can't sleep for worrying about what happened. One outside event, a friend apparently ignoring you, has led to all these changes. But here's the good news. To break this vicious circle and stop it spiralling down and down, you need only to change one part of it. Your thinking, or your behaviour, or your physical well-being, or your feelings about things. Anyone will do. So let's do that. Let's go back and start that whole scene again and look at how a change to just one area affects all the rest. You're walking down the street and someone you know just walks straight past. Instead of thinking, she doesn't like me, you could think, poor Fiona, she must have problems. She's obviously distracted and upset. Altered thinking. You're concerned, so you run after her to ask her how she is and if there's anything you can do to help. Altered behaviour. You feel good about yourself because you're trying to help someone else. Altered feelings. And physically, you're energised, more alert and strong. Here it is on the diagram. Altered thinking led to altered behaviour, led to altered feelings, led to an altered physical state. And of course, all those things are now helping each other to keep you feeling good. Those two scenarios illustrated a really important idea. It wasn't just the outside event that was the problem, it was my reaction to it that caused the upset and low mood. Fiona ignored me in both examples. It was simply by altering my thinking about that I was able to create a positive outcome for both of us. You don't have control over whether or not Fiona ignores you, or often over much else in the outside world. But you do have control over your response to those events. What you think, what you do, and how you feel are, to a very large extent, up to you. Okay, so that's the basic thinking behind this new self-help approach to feeling low. The next part of this DVD shows how easy it is to use the approach to help your situation and your low feelings. You'll find out how to solve problems, build your confidence, and start thinking helpfully instead of in ways that backfire. You'll learn how to sort out poor sleep patterns and see some easy ways to get yourself fitter and healthier. And you'll learn how to be more assertive, letting other people know what you want, but nicely. You'll also hear more from the real people we saw at the start of this DVD. See you later.